Hello, and thank you so much for taking your time to actually watch my video. I'm doing this video in response to a question that I was asked recently. And the question was, I'm looking to earn more money actually by generating leads for companies, but how do I, in the first place, get clients? This is what this guy was asking me. And I first of all asked him about why he was looking to do it, and initially he's looking to do it as a secondary source of income, but I think he's seen some of my other videos and he's obviously keen to perhaps work from home and try and, if you like, run his own business. Now, ironically, I've been out today, working today, canvassing for a business that I actually get leads for, but whilst I was out, I actually come across a guy that was that's actually got his own business. So this really is going to be the answer to this person's question. It was so simple what I'd done. The guy. I was actually in a Morrison's. I was actually stood near a Morrison's handing some cards out, and for a business that I get work for. And I noticed this guy getting out of his van. And this guy happened to have on his van, I won't say his name, but it had such and such plastering and rendering services. And he had it on it that he'd done coving, you know, skimming over Artex, all the different things that these people do. And I just spoke to him. It was that simple. He as he come towards me, I said, mate, have you got a minute? And he said, yeah. He said, how can I help you, mate? I think he thought I was going to try and sell him something. And I just said to him this, I can't remember exactly what I said, but this is basically what I said to him. I said, hi mate, I noticed you do plastering and rendering, and you do like obviously all these trades. And he said yes, and he immediately stopped because I think he thought I was interested in having some rendering or plastering done. But I just said to him, I'm just asking you on the off chance. I said, please don't think I'm like, you know, I'm just seeing if I can be of help to you. He said, what, mate? He said, how can I help you? And I said to him, I don't know if you'd be interested in what I offer, but I actually do lead generation for small and medium-sized companies in this area, the area where I live, which is Clacton-on-Sea. And he looked at me and he said, like, no, let's get this right. I first of all said to him, have you got much on? And he said, up and down. He said, like, you know, he said, 1 minute I've got a bit. He said, then it's got a bit quiet. So straight away I kind of planted the seed as to whether or not he might be interested in more work. I found out a bit about him. And he was like me. He was a normal guy. You know, he wasn't a snob. He was a normal guy, working class chap. And I just said to him, I said, I don't know if I can be of any help to you. I said, but actually, I know I could be if you want me to be. And he said, well, what do you do? I said, I get leads for businesses like yours. And I see his eyes kind of, I think he was initially thinking this is going to cost me money. And before he even had a chance to kind of say, no, I'm not interested, I kind of said to him, look, mate, I said, I just want to explain quickly what I do. And the first thing I said to him was, I said, look, I said, I'll be totally honest with you. I said, I'm a straight guy. I said, but the first thing I will say to you is, I don't charge anything up front for my leads. And he kind of looked at me, you know, obviously, how do you make your money? And I said to him, I don't know whether or not you would be interested. I said, but all I do is, I said, I'd get you leads. I said, and I'd text you the person's name and number and a brief description of what they want done, whether they want their front of their house rendered or their kitchen plastered or whatever. I said, and then all I do is a week later I would follow up with you and just ask you if what happened with the lead. And basically, I don't charge the lead, but you basically put a percentage on top for me when you give the quote. And he kind of looked at me, and you know, I need to express this bloke, they're not all like this, but this one did. He straight away and said to me, he said to me, I ain't got a problem with that. They were his exact words. He said, I haven't got a problem with doing that. Because think about what I'm saying to him. I'm saying to him, I'm going to get a lead for his business. Yeah. Ain't going to cost him no money. And then I'm going to text him the details. So all he's got to do is read his phone and then ring the woman up. Find out what she wants. Yeah, if it's a bona fide lead, which obviously it's going to be, because I don't send anyone trash, because I don't earn no money if I send them trash. So straight away he said, yeah, he said, I ain't got a problem with that. And I won't show his card, I've got his business. I said to him, you got a business card? He went, yeah, he went, here, mate. And that was it. I said to him, leave it with me. I said to him, if you see some cards going about, you might see some cards with your business name and a different number on it. I said to him, I said, don't worry. I said, it'll be me. I said, it'll be me getting you work. But I need to, if you like, reiterate what he said to me when I mentioned about doing it. He initially kind of went like, you know, I think he thought it was going to cost him money. But because I closed him on the deal, I kind of told him that it wasn't going to cost him any money from the offset. And that literally, I actually said to him, I said, in all honesty, mate, I said, I'm taking a chance on you. And he said, what do you mean? I said, well, I said, I'm going to get you work and I'm trusting you to pay me. And he's back. You know, you can immediately see that, you know, he was interested. You know, literally, that was like, you know, from me seeing him to the end of the conversation was probably 5 minutes. And then he said to me, he said, oh, thanks so much, Colin. He said, oh, you know, if you get anything for me, let me know. Now, all I'll do now is I've got different ways that I get leads, which I'll talk about on other videos. All I'll do now is he's now in my database. He's now in my well, he's actually in my pocket at the minute, but you know, he's going to go on my computer, and I will now bear him in mind. Yeah, if I get anyone now that says to me, do you know anyone does plastering, Cole? Do you know anyone? I need some rendering done. I need some coving put up in my front room. Yeah, all I'll do, I'll get their details and I'll text them that person's name and number. Yeah. Now, you might be thinking, well, he might not pay you. And I've been knocked. I'm not going to lie, I'm very honest. I've been knocked a few times. But the trouble is, you very quickly find out the people that pay you and the people that don't. And you've got to remember what you're doing. You're only getting a name and a number. Now, this guy, I can't remember his name, he's got on his card. He, you know, I'll take a chance on him. I'll text him. I'll get a few leads for him. I'll talk about how I did it on other videos, and I'll text him. I'll text him some leads. I immediately noticed on his van, because his van was all signed up. The first thing I noticed about his van was he never had a website on it. All he had on his van, he had his name and his mobile, so he's off to a good start. But he never had a website. Yeah. So straight away now I'm thinking, well, hold on a minute. I could put together a website pretty easy for plastering and rendering. I'm going to get him a few leads first and see what happens. And then once I get a bit of money out of the bloke, I'll then start thinking, well, hold on a minute, perhaps I'll do a little site. It ain't going to be nothing special. I'm not a fantastic at web design. I can build basic WordPress websites, and all I'll do is I'll put together a little site. I'll list his business on Google, and I'll get him. I'll say to him, I'm going to list you. I'm going to basically start getting your leads, and I'm going to register you on Google, and I'm going to get Google will send you like a little postcard, which I'll have to come around and get off you, because I need that to verify your business in Google. But I'll be in control of his website. Yeah, it'll be my website, and it'll be his business. But if further down the line he decides that he ain't going to pay me, or he knocks me on a job, or it gets back to me that a job that he told me was $3,000 that was actually $5,000, I can immediately say, well, do you know what? I'm gonna, you know, this bloke's gonna be no more for me, and I won't get him no more work. But I'll still have that website. I'll still have that business. Yes, I won't be able to take leads, obviously, with his name. But all I've got to do is go into my WordPress back office platform and change it to another name. the number on the website will be, you can do it different ways. I talk about how you can do what's called call tracking. So basically you could actually divert your business promotion. You know, obviously this, you know, if you're getting leads for this plasterer, there is a way that you can actually get a separate number that you can then divert to his mobile, so that when the phone, when the person rings, it goes through directly to him, and you don't need to know anything about it. But you actually, this call tracking thing, you actually get to know how many people have called him and when they called him. So it might be that you say to him, I'll charge you £30-40 or £25-30 for every business inquiry that I get you. And you know that it'll be a genuine business inquiry because it's a number that you've set up, that you've put on the business promotion, that is aimed at getting people that want plastering done. This is not a difficult business to get involved in, yeah? I've gone on about call tracking, and I'll talk about it in some of my other videos. You haven't got to worry about that initially. You know, you can just get, yeah, you can get different numbers if you want. I've got 3 or 4, you know, different numbers that I use for different trades, but they all go to my own home landline. So when, you know, if people see different numbers, if they start seeing the same number for, it might be the same number for a carpenter, then the same number for somebody that wants plastering, then the same number that wants, I don't know, a bricklayer, they might start getting suspicious. But they don't know, if I've got 10, 15 numbers, all different phone numbers that I'm paying £3 a month for, that divert to my home phone number, they don't know about it. When they ring these businesses, they think they're ringing the business direct. And I'm pretty sure I'm not doing anything wrong. You know, all I'm doing is generating, you know, I'm bona fide, I'm not scamming anybody, I'm getting business inquiries for people that run a business. Yeah? This is a great way of earning extra money. Yeah, it really is. The biggest mistake, I'm going to talk about the biggest mistake I ever made when I first started canvassing, because I do canvassing like on a stand. I stand there, talk to people, and I do it that way as well. The biggest mistake I ever made was canvassing for one company. I've been involved in windows all my life, double glazing, yeah, roofs, patio doors, French doors. You know, I'd love to know how many people have had their windows fitted as a result of me. It's probably, I would have to hazard a guess, it's probably over £5 million worth of windows sold. Because one year I know one company alone done just under £1 million off of my leads. But I was working 6 days a week. All I was doing was generating double glazing leads, yeah. But the biggest mistake I made then was not having the, I suppose I can't think of another word, you know, the brains, if you like, at the time to think, well, hold on a minute, I can be getting leads for other companies. I did kind of touch on it for a while because a guy asked me to get him wooden flooring leads, and I mentioned it in another video where I said to him, I'm not actually going to be talking to people directly about wooden flooring. I was over a market. I said, because the company that I was working for at the time were paying me to work this big stand, and they were paying me £70-80 for every lead I generated. And I think one day I generated over 32 leads. So they didn't all pitch 32 names and numbers. That might have been 15 pitches. I really don't know. A pitch is when they walk through the door, and obviously I get paid. But this guy, he bought a franchise for a flooring company doing solid flooring, and he asked if he could put a stand up. So what I actually done was I built an A-board with his flooring samples, and I put his cards with my sticky label over his number, and as I was canvassing, I was watching people at the corner of my eye taking these cards out of this little envelope that I'd put on the top of this A-board. And by the time I got home, I remember one day I'd got home and I said to my wife, has anyone rung? And she said, oh yeah, someone's rung about flooring. And suffice to say that this guy, he laid wooden flooring in nearly every room in my house. Yeah, because every time he got a job, I said to him, well, I want some wooden flooring done, Alan, like, you know. And that was, again, what a simple thing to do. But, you know, all you're doing is you know, you got to do it. Now, I'm just briefly going to talk, because the initial question was, how do I get leads? You know, for people that want my service. Ask. Yeah, that's the, you know, this video could have been a minute long. Ask. Ring up people. Ask. Email people. Yeah. Something that's worked for me is I've done a multiple texting. I've literally done a text off the top of my head. This is roughly what it was like. Hi, my name's Colin. Colin Mitchell. I live and work in the Clacton-on-Sea area. I'm contacting you because I generate leads for small and medium-sized businesses, or something like that. Yeah. I'm just contacting you in case your business needs more leads. I actually don't charge any upfront fees. I only earn money when you do. If this is something that would interest you, can you please message me? Now, I'll probably if you send 100 of those, you might get 4 or 5 come back. But the ones that come back will always want you to get work for them. This works. Texting, it works. I spoke about texting in other videos. Yeah, texting is a fantastic free resource. Yeah, people, and you've got to remember, with emails get lost sometimes in the system. Yeah, whereas with a text, you know, how many times when as soon as your phone, you get a text message, you read it, don't you? Because I know I do. I'm thinking, oh, is someone emailing me, messaging me about a job, or, you know, what is that about? Whereas with emails, yeah, there ain't always the urgency. So start texting people. Yeah, don't be scared to ask people and offer them your service, because you need to remember what you do. You are getting them work. Yeah, one company that I worked for recently, I think it was between January and the end of July, they've sold over £150,000 worth of roofs, conservatory roof conversions, all off my leads. Now that was done from working market stands and cold canvassing in the street, but you know, there's money in it. There's money in it. I'm going to end this video now. But if you're serious about earning money from lead generation, think about watching my other videos. Yeah, because I know a lot about it. If there's one thing that I've been good at in my life, they say that some people, you know, most people have got one thing they're good at. But for me, it's obviously talking to people and generating leads. Yeah, but you need to, if you watch my other videos, don't be put off by the fact that if you're not like a person that can talk to people, there's other ways of generating leads for these companies where you haven't even got to speak to people. And I've spoke about that in my other videos. Please consider subscribing. If you've got something out of this video, you know, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. It really helps my channel. Leave a comment as well. Any questions, I'll happily answer any questions that you've got. And I also do other videos. I'm very into personal development. I'm interested in obviously doing well for my family and for myself. And, you know, I've got a lot of videos on personal development, which, you know, I ain't a personal development coach at the moment. It's something I'm interested in. But it is something that I feel that I know a lot about, because I have done a lot of research on these subjects as well. Because even if you're good, even if you're doing well, you know, if you're making money, it might be that every aspect of your life is actually going great. It still don't mean that you won't learn something from somebody perhaps who might just have a gold nugget up their sleeve. Yeah, I've watched numerous YouTube videos from some of the what I call the big personal development people, Tony Robbins, and you know, there's other people that I watch, Brendan Burchard and Stephen James. You know, they've built empires. You know, some people will mock them. You will never see me doing that, because these people have done what I'm trying to do. Yeah, you can do it. You need to believe in yourself. But, you know, even with this lead generation lark, it's something which it's not difficult. The only reason you won't generate a lead will be because you don't either pass somebody a leaflet, put a advert in a magazine, or speak to somebody. Yeah? If you went out now and spoke to 1,000 people and asked them if they needed any, I don't know, any construction work done, everyone's thinking about doing something. But you need to have all these different irons in the fire: plumbing, plastering, you know, a bricklayer, you know, someone that does roofing. They've got a problem. I've even got a guy that who I get work for that does cars. He come round and fixed my car, and I said to him, would you be interested if I get you any work, you giving me a referral fee? And I've done my pitch then, and he gives me 10%. But what I've done with him now is, because he's a really nice fella, I said to him, just write it down. I write it down as well. And next time my car goes wrong, I'll ask him to fix it for me. And it won't cost me nothing. Yeah? This is how you've got to start thinking outside of the box. Going to end it there. Please like, subscribe, share, tell your friends. Start your own business, yeah? Lead generation. If you hit it and you hit it right, you can earn good money at it. Thank you so much for taking the time, again, for watching my video. Bye-bye.